And we're live.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Uh,
Yeah. Welcome everyone to round 7, the final round of Trials of Combat. This match we bring you this evening is Undercover Kraken Spectres versus Sky Rangers. It's a Div B versus Div C match. We're hoping for a good one. I will be one of your casters, Dubious Squirrel, and I'm casting with my good buddy Level. Level.
hey, what's up, everybody? You have to pay me extra if you want more lines than that. This should be a good match. This was a last-minute addition for the 1v1s. This is Liao Jungle, and it's a knife fight with Novas with 12 ER small lasers, a bunch of heat sinks and stuff. Pretty, pretty insane build. I don't think you can out. Um, Maybe you can. I've never played with something this weird before. It's Jesus, how many heat sinks? It's 22 double heat sinks, 12 that count it, 12 ER small lasers, and maxed out armor pretty much everywhere. 3 on the back. So you probably alpha someone. This thing does have a 60-point alpha strike. Um, I think you can actually alpha or not alpha. You could get 3 volleys off before you need to like cool shot it. Um, Definitely be quick and brutal match. It's a Nova. People are either going to tear off those arms, leave the other guy's stick, or they'll just go hard CT. Probably the best thing to do is tear off one arm and then go hard CT. Don't know. Don't pilot the mech very much. How about you? Do you pilot the mech much?
I don't pilot this build at all, but I was looking at it earlier and thinking I'd probably go for the arms, or at least one of the arms, and then maybe CT after that.
Yeah. Um, both guys are ready. Double checking the settings. Make sure I don't pull a level. It looks like settings are good. You ready to launch?
Yep, let's go.
Oh, I have full teams on. I did have a setting off. All right, now we're. Thanks, PGI. Saved me from a fail. I have a love-hate relationship with Liao Jungle. Um, I love the map because like it's kind of unique in the way it looks and stuff, and it's super balanced. Like it's a mirror map. Well, most of the Solaris maps are. Um, my hate relationship is the stupid foliage. Many times the Solaris has someone try to hide in the foliage with a stealth mech and just laser you every time you walk by. All right, looks like TKO went around his hill or his little rock formation and is taking range. Grindel pushed forward. They're now trading. They're both about even in health. Oh wow,
Steven going
this is
straight for that arm. It's got some good shots on it.
TKO's left side torso is one time. Oh, there it goes. He's been halved. Wait, Steven was halved also. Ooh, this is super close. They're both down to just half their weapons. Now it just comes who's more accurate with their laser burst. Steven is a little worse for wear now. He's eaten a couple hits in the CT. Hasn't really done much damage back. This is a very even fight up until just a few moments ago. TK using his jump jets, misses his burn, hits the side of the uh, central rock formation thing. Ramp? Let's call it a ramp. Steven is now open CT. They're both open CT.
God, this is close.
Yeah. The only difference is TKO's side torso is relatively healthy. Stevens is pretty injured. neither of them want to go for that side twist. They just want to hit that CT. I think Steven's taking a second to cool down. He's playing it real cautious. He's coming around the right. He gets a slight burn. TKO misses his burn almost entirely into the rock. It's best to not fire your lasers when you're jump jetting because your lasers will spread out. TKO is now orange CT. They're both orange CT. I am pretty sure they're both one shot, one full laser burn in the chest away.
Come on, Stephen. Come on, you can do it. I'm rooting for you.
TKO's one touch. Oh no! Oh! TKO's one touch CT. He's so bright red. He probably has 1 to 2 HP. That was weird. Or almost said weird. That wasn't weird. That was friggin' awesome. That was super close. That's probably one of the closest 1v1s I've seen in the last few weeks. I mean,
that was extremely close.
Well done. Damage numbers. TKO 1 more damage than Steven. UKS taking the point lead so far, and they'll also get map choice. Well, team choice. Now, to give you an idea of how crazy close that was, UKS I think is second place in Division B. SRoT is last place. Or sorry, they're third place Division B. SRoT is last place Division C. They had a kind of a hard start this season. Don't know too much about SRT, but the little I do know is it's a bunch of MWO veterans or semi-veterans, people who haven't played in years. They all came back together. TK looks like UKS wants team. And then I will bring Gray Fox. I think that's the team lead for SROT. SRT's guy bailed. I have to get him back in lobby so he can bring his team in.
UKS won the 1v1 there, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, these people in their tags, they need to they need to put the team tags on. Never mind. I'm easily confused.
That was weird. TKO from Smoke Outers takes company command on team, sends his invites out, and it brings all of them in on team one side. That's I haven't seen that happen before. That was fun. Because I have to just keep dragging them down as they come in. Oh, that's because the SRT guys, because he's not in the lobby. That's why. Okay. Just give us a moment, people. Trying to figure out why this guy disappeared. Sending messages out. All right. Okay. SRT is back in the lobby. Thank God. Um, lobby settings are correct. This first drop is going to be Forest Colony. Huge map for a light drop, but it is light drop, so um, being so massive isn't so bad. Uh, I'm I'm expecting both teams to stack Charlie with probably their fastest and Bravo Lances. The fight is at Theta, and that's right outside the canyon pass between G8 and G9. If you ever played this, well, everyone's played this map a million times. Um, everyone should know where that Theta is. Uh, but I expect it to be basically MPL brawl and stuff. With all the treason and whatnot, SRMs are not going to be very effective on this one. Team one's now on the 5 minute counter. Not that both teams are. But basically, be something like this. Uh,
Yeah, I'm
team.
expecting it's going to be a straight push for Theta. It's going to be a knife fight. There's not much else you can do on this drop. It's all light. Best approach, the quickest approach for Team 1 is definitely through the path there, goat path. But that does kind of funnel you up a bit. So they might take the Bravo approach. I don't think it'll make much difference though.
Um, yeah, I don't think it will either. One thing they could do, Team One, um, is they can go down this, uh, go from Bravo, and like if they have a, let's say like a javelin, for example, uh, something with scout. Javelins usually don't do too well in this light drop because MPLs are king in the hard meta here. But that the H8 overpass by that little tiny creek river thing. They could probably get javelin, get Overwatch, and or something. Maybe if he's ER larges or ER mediums, he could probably like tickle some stuff. Uh, I don't think that's the smart thing to do, but it is something someone could. Because going down the go path is like probably 99% what every team is going to end up deciding. Um, Same thing with Team Two side. Team Two is a lot. Team Two is on the counter. Um, to be honest, yeah, there isn't really much else to do. Oh, actually, you could do something cheesy. If you went with long range mechs, there's that high ground over here with the little radar dish or whatever that is over here. You can get long range mechs up there, and if the enemy doesn't bring jump jet mechs, they can't get up there. Because there is a path, like a road that goes up there, but you can't get through it without jump jets. It's just too narrow. Not even a commando can walk through it. If they did something like that, they could probably put a hurting on any brawl mechs stuck down here. Um, so if one team, so if team two does that, puts mechs up here. I mean, heck, even team one can if they stack. Uh, which is funny because team one is stacking Bravo. Uh, who knows? Maybe they are planning to do a long range strat or try one. Uh, team two is now locked. Are we ready to roll?
Okay, both teams ready? Let's go.
Now, UKS is stacking Charlie, but they have two in Bravo instead of just one. So, kind of curious what they're going to be bringing. But SRoT is stacking Bravo, not Charlie. So, I don't know if they think that Bravo's closer to Theta or it's faster, which I'm pretty sure it's not, or they're planning on some sort of Overwatch long range cheese, probably in like that H6, H7 area, or maybe even H8. Um, Hey, unlike some of the other maps, the dropships. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. I thought the dropships just didn't hang on the edge of the map. It turns out they do. And there's an active volcano on this map. Did you know that?
Is that?
Yeah. Uh, northeast of Theta.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
All right, I'm looking at UKS. We got a Javelin 11A, a K9 Wolfhound 2, Mislinks Prime, Uziel 6P, K9 Wolfhound and Uziel, absolutely all MPLs, Mislinks machine guns and probably small lasers. Javelin is medium lasers. What we got on SRoT side?
Wolfhound, Firestarter, Vapor Eagle. Oh no, that's a Vulcan, sorry. Mislinks and K9. Predominantly medium pulse by the looks of it.
Yeah,
Mislinks
SRT
G.
is taking...
It's my favourite crit links. I love those machine guns.
I used to try to steer far away from it in the early part of this, but I have come to learn to love the Mislinks over the Piranha. Much more viable in combat.
I think so too. Very fragile still, but if you can get in there and get those legs, you tear them off so quickly.
Alright, UKS takes early cap, TKO on the Wolfhound, gets airstrike, doesn't take much damage though, about 5. You got love tapped. They let them know that they were there. SRoT is holding a formation over here in H8. I expected only long range to hold that, but it looks like they're going in for a push. They are wrapping around a bit. Looks like they're going to try to push into the flank because the UKS, if they push into the side, UKS is spread out wide. But they are starting to ball up now. They do see this push coming. Strike goes down. Looks like Choppy's going to... the Firestarter is going to dodge it. K9 does not dodge it. He gets hit. Vulcan eats some major damage trying to trade with the Uziel and the K9 at the same time. The full brawl is on, boys. Mislinks is diving in on the Vulcan. Looks like Vulcan is the focus. He's being eaten up, but his the K9 and the Firestarter are doing a pretty good job of covering him. The Mislinks, SRoT's Mislinks is focusing Uziel. Kevster and the Uziel goes down. They dropped him quick. They're still on the Vulcan. SRoT is coming to try to save the Vulcan. It looks like they are... Looks like they were focusing the K9. There's fire is spreading a little bit. Grey Fox goes down, but they take the Wolfhound down with him. Eaten by the strike. It looks like 2 mechs are on the Javelin. 1 mech is on... The K9s are on each other. This Mislinks, unfearing in the Mislinks, is still jumping around pretty hard. Captain Judas goes down in his Javelin. This is now 4v2. SRoT is absolutely in the dominant position. Choppy goes down. They need to pick a mech and focus it. They keep switching back and forth between the K9. Okay, it looks like they are staying on the Mislinks. SRoT's Mislinks might go down first. And there he goes. Wolfhound and K9 are diving on the Mislinks still. It's now 2 to... HP is roughly the same. This will come down to which team gets a mech legged first. They're still staying on the Mislinks. Mislinks take a shot. Is he legged? He is legged.
Yep,
They're about to finish him off. K9 is going to just stare him in the face and finish him off. Oh, Wolfhound steals the kill. Now it's the K9 versus the Wolfhound in the K9. As long as no major mistakes are here, this is 100% in SRoT's favor.
This could be a surprising upset, round 1.
Oh, friggin' absolutely. Yeah, that K9, Madcat 3050 and the K9, both his legs are weak. He still has armor on him, but they are weak. One is now red. He does manage to leg the other K9, Jevrock, but oh, he just got a nasty back shot. Both his legs are now open. And he's one touch in the back. This Wolfhound should be able to finish him off. Oh no! K9 gets the Wolfhound!
Oh!
Holy crap! No! This K9 was one touch and... Holy crap, SRoT almost pulled that off, and it just last second it was denied.
Oh, jeez. Mad Cat carries the day.
Mad Cat 3050 OP, please nerf. Oh, that was almost SRoT's.
That was so damn close. I really thought they might have had it there.
I
Well
thought for
played,
sure
both
they
teams.
had it, and I was ready to jump out of my chair. Because that would have been the biggest upset of this season so far. Last place Div C, dunking on UKS. That would have been awesome. Still close, still an exciting match. Well done, SRT. You should. That's a loss you could be absolutely proud.
Hey boys, one of you, I think you probably need to turn on streamer mode for Discord. We can hear your alerts constantly.
Is that me? I have streamer mode on. Do you have streamer mode on, Dubious?
I don't think so.
Ooh, it was you this time.
Was it? What am I doing?
Turn streamer mode on in Discord so the little ding noise isn't made for the people.
There's a setting for this somewhere. Where is it?
User settings. Click, and then you'll see where it says streamer mode, and there'll be a toggle. Okay, while he does that, I am going to get the next map started. The next map is Polar Polar Highlands. Technical name. Possibly the most infamous map, maybe second most now. Infamous map in MWO, due to the lock-on madness that happens.
Okay, streamer mode is engaged. I'm sorry for that, fellas.
So unprofessional, Dubious. How
I
could
know.
you?
I just learned
Stop
something tonight.
You legit pulled a level.
My fault this time.
Don't be like level.
How dare I?
Exactly.
Alright, we're onto the map. Let's have a look at the map.
I'm watching that replay. That was so gorgeous. That's definitely going on the highlight reel. Yes. Polar Lands. This is pretty straightforward. Let's draw some lines.
Is it though? Is it really?
No,
Because
it's
what
not.
are they gonna bring?
Yeah, well, that's the point I was getting at next. So, it's Lermlands. Some teams are going to just want to learn it, right? It's a known meta on this map, but this is only a medium drop with one heavy. So, not very many mechs that can boat AMS. Not very many mechs that can boat a lot of missiles. If you want to do Brawl and you're worried about Lerms, you're going to take an AMS deck. But the balance between AMS, the amount of AMS, and how effective your Brawl deck is a nice balancing act, you know? Now, if a team does Lerms, if one team just does a single Lerm mech, I don't think it'll work out. I think that'll get denied. But if a team does all Lerms, maybe even a Narc mech, that'll annihilate a team if a team doesn't have AMS. Now, if a team is doing Brawl with AMS, they're going to need at least 7 to 10 AMS to ensure that they have an easy sweep against the Lerm team and ensure that they don't get, so the real fight can actually happen in this huge circle here, to be honest. Someone might do some trading mechs off in the distance or something. it can be played like a lot of ways, but no matter what, the fight will be here, like in these 9 squares, like for sure. All right, team 1 has locked, and team 2 locked right away, so I don't even need to tell them to get ready. I guess you ready to go?
Yes, we are. Let's do it.
You got streamer mode on?
I do now.
I'm going to have to give you a hard time. All right, we are launching. While we wait for this load, I am catching up with chat. And they're still blaming me. What did I ever do to you people?
It is your fault.
It's always my fault, and I don't even know why. All right, I am over here looking at SRoT's max.
Capture and hold the resource
We got a
points. Stop any
Vulcan
hostiles that
Hero
get in your
Mech
way.
BL. We got an Assassin 21, Vapor Eagle Alpha, Linebacker Charlie, and an Arctic Wolf 1. What do we have on Smoke at our side while I try to figure out what these loadouts are?
Over here we have a Vapor Eagle 2 with PPCs by the look of it, in at least one. We have a Vulcan, an Uziel, a Grasshopper, that's going to be their long range guy I guess, and this thing which I can't identify.
So
Trebuchet with Lerms.
They have one Lerm Trebuchet?
They do.
Well, unfortunately, SRoT did not bring any AMS. And the second, I'm not sure about the decision, all SRM Brawl. Now, that will hit hard, but if the enemy brought like 7 AMS, I mean, that'll still destroy a lot of SRMs and prevent a lot of damage if the enemy sticks together. But SRT is just moving up to Theta, just like UKS is. Curious what their strat is going to be. Like I said, this is all SRMs. I mean, even this Vulcan Hero. Wait, maybe not the Vulcan Hero. Yeah, even him. He has machine guns too. Super close range deck. They don't have tremendous speed, so there's a chance they could get kited here.
Looks like Sky Rangers is going to take the early cap. I thought the Vulcan for UKS might pop over there, but he didn't. Dropped to UAV, that's probably quite sensible.
Yeah,
UKS,
UKS is actually holding back.
They are
They have a
quite away.
concave firing line. It's a solid firing line, but it's really far away. They're going to have to do something about this.
Yeah, the problem is, once you've taken Theta, there's actually a decent amount of cover down there. You can sit down there and let the points tick away and force your opponent to push onto you, which is what's going to happen here by the looks of it.
Yeah, SRT they just have to be patient. They have the SRMs. They need the enemy to get close. If they try to poke out and trade, they will get hurt. The best thing they can do is stay just sit and wait until one of the enemy comes and tries to peek on them. On UKS, the Lerm Trebuchet and the Vulcan are moving towards the right. It looks like Vulcan is trying to get is going to try to get eyes on whatever is on Theta, and then Trebuchet is holding back to get to fire his missiles, but he's actually too far back to actually learn them, I believe. All right, looks like the Vulcan got his lock.
Sky Ranger's making a move now.
Oh, okay. They're pulling back. That's smart. That's smart. That's what they should do. UKS is still trying to bait them out. That's what it looks like their strat relies on. Vulcan getting some good shots into the linebacker. Linebacker whiffs his SRMs. I think one clipped, but that linebacker is being eaten alive by that Vulcan. He needs to just back off there completely. He is not winning those trades. Trebuchet is sending salvos of missiles downrange. He has gotten a bit closer. His missiles are reaching. It looks like He's on that linebacker also. SRoT looks like they're going to get a little aggressive. Strike on the ridge beside SRoT. The Vulcan hero is charging the Vulcan 5T. Or no, backed off. The Vapor Eagle A is now out on his own. Looks like he went the wrong direction. He is going to dive this Vulcan, but he's getting picked alive by the enemy team. The rest of his team is going to push that Learn Boat. They are just eating so much damage because he is kiting them. Gray Fox goes down. The linebacker and the assassin break off to 2v3 those mechs, but the linebacker's so damaged, I don't think they're going to be able to do much. The Arctic Wolf and the Vulcan hero are staying on the Trebuchet. Trebuchet is completely ignoring them, staying on that linebacker. Looks like he wants that kill. Vulcan hero does go down. It's now 3v5. Linebacker is the next about to pop. Looks like they're trying to finish off the Vulcan for points. Oh, Medcat and TKO are now both down on Spellcatter's side. This is now 2v. Assassin is charging in. Straight in SR. Linebacker is running off to the side. Oh, linebacker's going to try to escape.
That's actually a smart move at this point.
I probably would have had the assassin escape, but the assassin was already into the fight, so maybe it was impossible. They are going to chase him. He has full cap on Theta. He just needs to stay alive, like be able to kite them for about a minute and a half.
He's not. He's stopping.
Why is he stopping?
Dude, keep running.
He needs to hide. Hide. Run and hide. Oh, no. All you have to do is break line of sight. No. Oh, he's hiding behind. Well, I guess if you're not sure where to go, hiding behind Theta is... It's never a completely wrong choice. I've dodged many narcs and lerms doing that. He goes down. They get the cap. But they are going to spread out, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to manage to take cap win. But we'll see. Gamma and Sigma are kind of far. GG's. To be honest, I think SRoT, after that lure mech started pressuring them, I think they took the bait. I think if they just kept pulling back right, just dragged this fight on a little bit longer, even if they just did it for 30 seconds, that's 30 more seconds that they would have on the clock right now for holding cap lead. I think that would have been the smarter play when they realized that there wasn't too much they could do with their deck. But, I mean, they still pulled out the 2 kills, so they were able to net themselves a couple extra points, which is nice. UKS is spreading out to the caps. The one is almost on Gamma, one's almost on 6. Unfearing in his actually kind of cool looking grasshopper. Nice paint job, dude. Looks like he's running off to either Epsilon or Kappa. Well, it's a big map. We have to wait on caps. What did you think about that fight?
Resource point Sigma.
I thought SRoT Sky Rangers, I thought they were onto a good thing at the beginning there. They took the cap, they had some nice cover around Theta. The 2 big mistakes I saw were initially their linebacker was too far forward, so he didn't retreat with the rest of the team. Started taking a lot of damage. That's damage you cannot afford. If you're going to be doing a broad push, you cannot afford to have one of your mechs pushing in weak. You need everyone focused, in good condition and coordinated, and they didn't have that. And then when they did start to do the final push, Grey Fox went way off to the right, wasn't with the rest of the team, got focused down. That Vulcan he was in just didn't do much. I think they could have won it. I think they could have done it. Just their execution there was a bit rough. But they still got a couple of kills, so they got some points out of it.
Yeah, I agree. Right now I've been looking at people's paint jobs. On the dead mechs, it's kind of hard to make out through all, destruction. TKO's Trebuchet died standing, which is funny. Still just standing over there in the
Command
smoke.
confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
I'll give both these teams credit. They know how to paint their mechs. GG's. Well done, UKS. Strong hold, and that was a strong bait. If SRT brought, I don't know, at least 5 AMS, half ton ammo for each, they probably could have completely negated the Trebuchet and completely ignored them. And when they did their push, they could have probably pushed with the Vapor Eagle. It pushed straight into the enemy instead of trying to run and chase after the Trebuchet. Because Trebuchet itself was able to kite him a bit with how much range he was holding at. All right, swapping the teams. All right, chat. Just double check and make sure no more Discord shenanigans going on. Everything seems hunky dory. Go double check the map. I think I'm skipping one. Yeah, it's Hibernal, then Rublev.
Okay, let's head over to the map.
All right, team one's now on the counter.
Next map, Hibernal Rift. This is... I kind of like this. This is sort of exciting. Lots of little valleys to get stuck in and slaughtered in. Both teams, if they stack up on Alpha, they're very close to Kappa, so you could see a brawl push into there. I think I favour kind of mid-range DACA trading for this though. Both sides have got some good areas to post up in. For Team 1, probably up here around Delta, maybe pushing further up.
Okay.
Team 2...
Before your bias CSPS mind talks about long range on this, I'll go point out the obvious, the hard obvious. This is Alpha. This is the other team's Alpha. That's 1k meters from the spawns. And if one team goes here to Kappa, this wall, like if someone goes long range, they can just hide in this low ground against this wall and it negates all your range. Now, you do make a good point. The enemy, if one team goes up here, then yeah, like what you're saying. But I just want to make sure that people know that this is I would bet money this is going to be a hard brawl here at Kappa with maybe a couple Overwatch mechs in D2, C2 on this high ground ridge. Unless you're someone like JGX or like one of the other long range teams, like CSPS, who always love to try to hold range. I can see you guys trying to hold range, like here or here.
I'm not saying anything about our strategy. I'm not giving anything away. I kind of like the idea of stacking up on the alphas and doing a brawl straight into Kappa. I mean, it's great, but I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Team 1, they're down to 3 minutes. I'll give them a warning. But yeah, like when I looked at this map, I thought to myself about how do I avoid all these long range spots from both teams, you know, like over here, this little thing here, and around this. And the best thing I came up with is stay in the low ground on Kappa side, or it was pointed out to me today actually that it's not viable to actually charge down this line and ignore Kappa completely and go right into the enemy, especially if they split, like put long range traders in D3 and then they send a brawl team or a mid range trade team over here. Especially if the enemy split, you could really put a hurting on them. You still need mechs with jump jet capabilities because you still need to push any long range traders, in any of these spots off. But yeah, apparently you could totally just hard brawl and just rush each other's spawns, um, which I didn't think about the first time. Team 1 is almost ready. We're down to the last guy. Now, UKS is one of those range teams, so I do expect them to do something like that, the range thing. But SRoT seems more comfortable in mid-range to close range, so I expect them to try to take Capo and keep watch there. Maybe hug this inner wall. Not 100% certain. Well, SRT's team 1, so they could go it down this way. There's a walkway here that goes to this underpass, and you can trade an assault from here, and he can have Overwatch and be completely protected from anything over here. I would have never thought about using Kappa as the cap point, but like there's so much you can actually do for as small of an area as this is. I mean, this is 2.5 grid squares of like area that people are going to be fighting on, and it's all close range, but there's a lot to do. Team 1's now ready.
Actually, after the last map, I kind of think SRoT might go with the brawl approach. Maybe they'd do the same thing, just take Kappa and then hide there in the low ground. But I could be wrong. I am very often.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. I think SRT will do that. They're going to try to take this position. Now, but here's the interesting thing. They only have 2 in Alpha, though. They got 3 in Bravo.
Oh, that is interesting. Okay.
Are they might actually be trying to do Overwatch, like get something here. This is the only thing I think of. Either they don't realize it's Kappa and they think it's Theta, and they're going to set up here for Overwatch over Theta, or they got something cheesy planned and that I have no idea. Maybe it's Lerms. Who knows? Wait.
Sneaky. What are they going to do?
Wait. Team 1 has someone who unreadied. All right. Both teams are ready. We ready to go?
We are. Let's go.
We'll see what the admins have to say about that. Team 1 locked, and then they had 2 pilots unready. I did not see the tonnage change, so I don't think they switched map. They probably unready to check consumables, but you still cannot unready once you lock. That is a tournament violation. But I think it's their first one, so it's most likely just going to be a slap on the wrist for now. Looking at SROT's max. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I see what they did. They swapped lances. They must have realized it was the wrong cap, or they realized the lances were wrong, because they're all now in Alpha Land. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong team. What's on SROT's max? I'm a derp.
You've got me looking at the wrong team now.
All right. I'll do that. They have an Orion 2CA, Timberwolf S, Night Gear B, Marauder 2C Scorch, and a Linebacker D. I'm gonna double check, but this does look like Brawl. Looks like they're sending 3 to the right though, and 2 for the cap. Oh. Okay, they spawned in Bravo so they can get up top. They must not know about the ramp over there on the side. They are going to go down that middle pass.
I feel like this could be a bad mistake for them. UKS has got some great overwatch. If they see them down in this valley, they can rain fire down on them. They need to keep moving.
Oh yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, they are going up.
They have been spotted. A strike going down.
Linebacker D needs to get into cover and rotate out, or they're going to lose a mech real early. The Timberwolves also eating a lot of damage. So is this Nova. Actually, all their mechs are taking a lot of damage, and Smoke Adder is pretty much healthy.
Command, confirming that we have
This
possession
bounty
of
hunter
Gamma.
is about to get. Yeah, he just heavy gosses the Ryan 2CA in the chest. Ryan 2C is now down to 25%. They are pushing Unfearing in his Annie. It is he's down to 42%. He is falling apart, but SRoT's mechs are all savagely beaten. Unfearing self-destructs. They're not going to take that kill. Now they're shooting up at the Marauder too. Rifleman 2C self-destructs. What? Rifleman 2C goes down.
Not sure what happened there.
I don't know what his build was. We'll check that afterwards because that was a lucky break for SRoT. SRoT are all down in the red. They're charging this bounty hunter. Bounty hunter is at 32% HP, 28% HP. Then he goes.
Oh, jeez.
SRoT still has all 5 mechs up, and they are savagely beaten, and they are not going to give up this push. They have the momentum. They're giving their backs to the Night Gear. Now they're turning around to actually take on the Night Gear. They have the Night Gear surrounded. They SR him from all directions. He goes down. Grasshopper 5H TKO is taking on the linebacker. He's trying to go for the points. TKO does take out Great Fox. The other 3 have him surrounded, but they're all like one touch. There he goes down. Holy crap. SRoT takes the drop.
SRoT, yeah, it's time to jump out of your seat now, level.
I already standing.
Oh,
Holy
jeez.
crap, GG's.
That was amazing. That was really
That
good
was
fight.
awesome.
I thought they'd lost it. And they pulled it out of
rotated
the bag.
their armor perfectly. The linebacker went from 100% down to like 70%. He rotates out, and then they just perfectly rotate their armor down to all of them cherry red, 30% HP or less. Wow.
This is a big moment. This is a team Div Below just did a successful brawl push, and they did a really good job of it. I thought they were going to get slaughtered. They had so many mechs in the red, but they pulled it out of the bag, man. Look at that.
I never got to see what was on the Rifleman 2C that self-destructed.
I think it was.
I'm pretty sure that was
Daka.
It was Daka. I'm not sure how he heated up so hard then. SRoT, that Rifleman 2C, if he didn't self-destruct, that push might have failed because he was way up in the high ground, but they capitalized on that real well. SRoT is down, but they are not out of this fight. All right, Team 1 is now on the counter.
That does even the points up somewhat. We're looking at 19 points for SRoT and UKS with 24. So still with all to play for. 2 rounds left.
Wow.
That was great. I enjoyed
That was amazing. SRoT, if you're listening, well done. Pats on the back.
Yeah, that was great.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have been able to do that push. That was pure skill.
I didn't think a brawl push was going to work at all on that, and it did. They proved me wrong.
Is this where I get to go? Nah, 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 nah. Oh,
Yeah,
I guess
I think
already
so.
did it. Too late.
Alright, let's go and check out the map.
Yeah, Rubelite. I have a love-hate relationship with this map too. Starting to like it better. I understand the map more, which helps a lot. Like I've spent a little time exploring it, so that way my team never runs into the same problem we ran into a couple weeks ago, where our our push mech got lost on the way to the enemy firing line, and they were out of the fight for like 4 minutes, or it was like 3 minutes, but they were out of the fight a while. Down in a kill box. It total failure of communication on my part. But this one it's a theta cap. This is 4 assaults, 1 light. So we'll probably be watching a light mech from each side. Make a beeline probably from the Bravo spawns towards theta in some sort of capacity. Maybe not exactly how I'm moving the lines, but it'll probably be something like that for the lights. They're going to UAV each other right around theta. Try to scout each other out. Now, team 1 will probably go Charlie. If they're going range, they're definitely going to set up here in Echo 4. For team 2, if they're going range, they'll go from Charlie. They'll definitely set up here in Echo 7 with probably a little bit of Overwatch, like over here in Fox 6. And for blue team, if they have any other mechs other than Echo 4, like mid range or whatever, they'll probably go over here to Echo. It'll be something like that. Team 1's down to 3 minutes. Now you can actually brawl this map. Now it's not easy, but you can. I think we tried it last time Rubelite came up in this comp. We tried it. It didn't work out well for us. But I'll show the pathing anyways. Let's use a different color. So if you're like team 2 and you want to do like a brawl, you can go. Well, it's not the smartest choice, but you could always big ticket over to theta if depending on where their mechs are. To be honest, when it comes to brawling, you need your light mech to figure out like where the enemy is, because if the enemy's over here in Fox 6 and you're coming from team 1, the enemy's here in Fox 6 and stuff, you'll want to come over here and go up this ramp to get to him. But if the enemy's over here in Echo 6, then you want to go up Delta 5 to come up and get to him. At team 2, kind of similar thing. If the enemy's in, for some reason, Fox 5, Fox 6, you come around. You either go the overground it straight out there, or you come to low ground, come up this ramp. And if they're on the other side, kind of do the same thing, come around. It's not as easy. Team 1 is locked. Team 2 looks like they're ready too. Just wait for them to officially lock. All right, they have locked. Double checking settings. Settings are good. We ready to?
Yep, let's launch.
SRoT surprisingly proved that they're half decent in push brawl. So let's see if they try to push brawl this map. Someone said Ralphman 2C died to a Gauss shot, but he self-destructed.
Could be an ammo explosion.
That'll still give the kill to whoever kills him. Unless you can get an ammo explosion overheating, and he slightly overheated and got an unlucky roll. I don't know. I really don't know. It's interesting. I'll have to rewatch the video after. Oh, hey, someone did clip it. I'll have to check that out after this drop. All right, I'm over here with Smoke or UKS. They brought a Direwolf Prime. That's probably 8 AC2s. Wolfhound 2, Annihilator 2A, Bloodass A, and a Cyclops Sleipnir. That looks like AC2 Overwatch with a couple mid-range traders. What do we have over in SRoT?
We have a Daka Annie. We have What's that? Fafnir, 4 LBs. Sleipnir, 4 AC10s, and a Blood Asp with triple 5s and 110 UAC.
So they are going with, it looks like a brawl
Medium
deck.
range Daka, yeah.
Yeah, my only issue with it, it's slow. They're going to need speed if they're going to brawl this map. If you go too slow, the enemy can get in firing lines where there's nowhere you can get up to them without getting shot at. It looks like the light mechs are both wolfhounds. They're both heading to the cap point. Matchcat 3050 is going to reach it a split second before them. They're going to run into each other. They alpha each other. Cypher actually doing more damage. He's letting Mad Cat get multiple hits on him, and he's not fighting back. He's kind of just running in circles. This is a weird life fight. All right, now the rest of UKS's traders, one just took shots at this wolfhound. Oh, SRoT's got a shot on UKS's wolfhound too. Airstrike goes down on the point, misses everybody. There is a UAV in play.
Neither like taking the cap. Looks like Mad Cat's going to run in there and try and take it now, but no, he's running around in circles. Oh, he's missed the opportunity. I don't think he can do it now.
SRoT is balled up. There's Sleipnir. Looks like he went to go trade, but now is rejoining the brawl.
SRoT taking the low ground.
Yeah, they're taking the low ground, but they all didn't realize you can't walk over this trash right here. They all just ran into it and now in a traffic.
There's a traffic jam.
I feel your pain, SRoT. I've made that mistake myself plenty of times. UKS now has a full-blown firing line, and I believe this is Echo 4.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Yeah. They got their Blood Ass, Annihilator, and Direwolf in good Overwatch. From SRoT's position, they have no way to really get up to him without being eaten alive. Looks like they are heading to this underpass between the two platforms. It looks like they're going to try to get up here in Fox 4 by the satellite dish. But they are eating damage. Are they stopping the trade at these extreme ranges? They do not have the range to do this. Either keep with your push or change tactic. Nice strike on TKO. The Sleipnir down to his, lost 8% of his HP to that strike. UKS does have the cap. The Wolfhound is just running back and forth, staying mobile. Direwolf is pulled back, and Fearing is repositioning to the left. It looks like they're all moving to the left because they know the brawlers are on the right. SRoT has decided to axe whatever strat they had because they've resetted back to the underneath. I don't know if they're planning on trying to push across. UKS looks like they moved, expecting them to push up into Echo 4, or push up into Echo 4 at them. So they rotated left towards between Kappa and Theta, but they realized, I think that Wolfhound just scouted, and they realized the SRoT is pushing up through the middle, so they're now rotating back to their Overwatch, their power positions in Echo 4. Direwolf is now getting some shots off. At this range, that Direwolf is going to eat one of these Vex alive because they do not have enough forward momentum going on. Grey Fox is hiding behind this pillar here after eating a lot of damage. Taking some shots at this Wolfhound. This Wolfhound is tearing into him pretty hard because he's down to 51% already. He's less than half a back. He's down to 35%. He's just being annihilated. No pun intended. Fafnir is charging forward. This Fafnir is eating all the damage from 2 AC2 max. He's down. There's no surviving that. TKO and the Sleipnir did drop off when the Blood Ass and SRoT's Sleipnir pushed him. The Blood Ass did try to go flank wide, but they're still at the perfect range for those AC2s. And God, he's down to half a mech also. This is starting to look real grim for SRoT. UKS, all their mechs are pretty injured except for that Blood Ass, but they have the numbers, and SRoT's a lot more injured. Cypher and the Wolfhound finally goes down. a TKO in the Sleipnir, he might be the only point that they can pull off from this fight. SRoT Sleipnir does go down. Wolfhound, the Dire Wolf and the Blood Ass drop on the Annihilator to help TKO finish him off.
Resource point Theta is ours.
And that's game. GG's. Well fought.
Some really good manoeuvring there from UKS. I mean, they got
Yes.
a beady on what was happening early on, and yeah, well played. The brawl, I kind of liked it, but yeah, I think you're right. Your initial assessment, they were a bit too slow with it, and once they got spotted, yeah, it was over.
Yeah, UKS being with the problem with slow brawl is UKS's slowest mechs are the same speed as your brawling mechs. So once they catch your brawl coming and they reposition like that, they can reposition just as fast as you can close in on them. So what happened is once SRT was in that low ground, maybe they should have kept going forward. They stopped and traded maybe a little too long there. But they definitely had mechs that were going 64 or faster over the 48 kph. I think that they could have pulled that off. They could have really laid into those Overwatch mechs before they had the time to reposition back at range. It's unfortunate that didn't work out. GG's though. I believe the last map is Crimson, correct? Crimson Day. Gotta make sure it's daytime.
Yeah, let's head over to the map for a look.
So, thanks to the viewers, I've just discovered that the Rifleman 2C went out of bounds.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay,
So it seems like he got hit with Goss, backed up out of bounds, and then died. Something like
that was rough.
yeah. Okay, both teams are switched. Team 1's now on 5-minute timer. What's funny is SRoT basically tried. They basically used the same deck I used in the 4 assault 1 light drop for Solaris City, but they tried it in Aruba. The deck itself isn't terrible. I've proven it works, but it works when you're fighting mid-range traders or brawlers. When you're facing long-range mechs, you just don't have the speed to close in. But it is nice to see one of my decks. Well, I can't really call it my deck. Other people have probably taken it. It's nice to see what happens on maps like Rubelite, because that was what happened. Was my biggest fear for worst case scenario. I mean, if you still look at the damage numbers, though, I mean, SRT still they pump so much damage into UK. The difference was UKS had more pinpoint because SRT had all the LBXs and stuff. As I'm casting this match, I am collecting Spud Bucks. Have you switched it over to the map yet?
Yeah, we're looking at the map right now.
Oh, well, why didn't you say something?
I did.
Oh, is I just talking over you like usual?
Yeah, you just talk too much. That's all. It's fine.
This is the mixed drop. 1 light, 1 medium, 1 heavy, 1 assault, 1 of your choice. Usually it's an assault people take. My gut is we're looking at like either Overwatch over the island, you know, having Overwatch over Epsilon. Or we're looking at like someone taking speed and like going over Epsies. Like just moving all their mechs over. You could do some. Let me fix that. You could just do hard push from Alpha over here with your mechs, you know, and then set up over there somewhere. Same thing with Team 2, you know, set up in the island. Or even go around the island and go set up in Epsies too. That's possible if you're fast enough. You could probably also get mechs up here in Echo 5, Fox 5. I guess Saddle too, but those don't seem like strong positions to me. There's the tunnel here. If someone wants to try to push into each other, they could do that. Question is, who gets the cap on Epsies? Team 1 is locked. Team 2 is locked too. Looks like we're not going to get much time to spend on this map. Ready to launch?
Okay, let's go.
Last drop of the night, guys. NW Leagues does have multiple drops coming tomorrow. We got some really good games. It's the last week of ToC. If you have nothing better to do, absolutely join in. If you do have something better to do, you can still pull it up on your phone and just have it playing beside you as you do your studying or whatever. All right, while this loads, I'm checking the chat.
I'm actually hoping to see a tunnel push from one of these teams. I kind of like that.
Oh, you mean the tunnel push idea that my team was the first to do in this comp?
Oh, was it? Are you taking
Yeah.
credit for that?
Yeah, I was the first to do it in this comp. Everyone could bite me. That's my strat. ATMs and all. Because I took an ATM scorch when I did it. Yeah, before anyone says, I know it's cancer. And it's not true, whatever my team tells you. It was their idea, not mine. They love to say that it was. I'm looking at UKS right now. We're looking at Annihilator 2A, Wolfhound 2, Vapor Eagle 2, Night Gear H, and a Stalker 5S. That is an absolute range deck with 2 fast guys. I'm pretty sure they will be stacked. They're going to take Overwatch over the island. What do we have over in SRoT?
SRoT are bringing an Annie, a Blood Asp. What else? Vapor Eagle, Wolfhound, and a Rifleman. So, looking like medium range Dakar again.
The Annihilator 2A 6, the UAC 10s and 5s, or is it the 6 AC2? It's 6 UAC 2s. That's a hot build. UAC 2s have 50% more heat per shot than AC2s, plus you double tap them. It's 3 times more than just regular AC2 spam. Madcat 3050 and the Wolfhound 2 is going to get early cap lead. SRT is still slowly getting into position. They have 2 mechs that went to the saddle, and they are now already getting traded against. Looks like the Wolfhound, the Vapor Eagle with saddle. I don't know build this Vapor Eagle. That's the Brawl Vapor Eagle again. SRM 6s and LP20. It looks like UKS is only keeping 1 mech as Overwatch over the island. Everything else is moving in. Annihilator is holding its distance, unfearing, heading wide, just hugging the edge of the map around Epsilon. It looks like they want to keep the enemy at range, but they want to keep the enemy at range over in that corner of the map. Vapor Eagle 2, I believe it's Peeps. Yeah, 2 LV10s and 1 ER Peep. He's doing some pop tarting with, it looks like the Annihilator. Gray Fox, SRT's Annihilator is eating some damage. He's already down to 88%, and he hasn't even gotten into position yet. This Blood Ass is just eating so much damage. Rifleman is going wide. Blood Ass has hugged cover. Dodges the strike, but he's about to back right out into the firing line. AC2 Annie is starting to trade. But UKS has 4 mechs in a firing line over just these 3. Scratch that, make that all 5. the two mechs that went saddle, they're now coming into the back with their brawl mechs, because they now have the high ground on the island. I don't know if they're playing on diving mechs because the Stalker, they're being held at bay by just these ER large laser stalker. Unfairing's Annihilator is starting to just be torn apart. Gray Fox is in. He's down to 28% HP. I think he's missing both the side torsos and just CT left. Scratch Eye still has some of his right torso left. Wolfhound 2 is now starting to get some shots in this Bloodass. He might actually be able to pick the Bloodass off. The Rifleman is trying to get wide to try to finish off that Annihilate. Don't know if it's going to be possible. Oh, Night Gear goes down. The Brawlers are into the fight. Stalker's backpedaling hard. This Rifleman should be switching off onto that to shoot the Stalker in the ass. Bloodass now sees that he has the butt of the Stalker and now lays into it. Annihilator is down. The Vapor Eagle A. Kevster, the Stalker, overheats and cooks and dies. It is now 5v2. The Vapor Eagle and the Wolfhound are all that's left for UKS. They do pick off the Bloodass. They pick up the point. The Vapor Eagle and the Wolfhound are backing off. They are a little bit damaged. Rifleman 2C is still doing his little semi-NASCAR around Echo. The Wolfhound and the Vapor Eagle and the Annihilator are now all on this Vapor Eagle 2. The Vapor Eagle 2 is about to get picked. Annihilator is just trying to taunt the Wolfhound and is shooting at him instead. Vapor Eagle 2 does self-destruct. That's another suicide by UKS. They are not going to let SRT kill them. This Wolfhound is now on the run. He is panicking. And he is trying to get out of there. He's getting hit in every direction. The Cypher and the Wolfhound 2 is now diving on him. He needs to leg him so he can't get away. He's now on top of him. Wolfhound 2 is now legged. He can... Or no, sorry. He lost something. I thought it was his leg. But he is about to go down. He has 46% HP. The Vapor Eagle A and the Wolfhound 2 are both still on him. He's down to 36%. He's still trying to get some shots off, and there he goes down. SRoT just has to get the Epsilon cap back and then spread out in cap, and they win this round. GG's. Well done.
GG's SRoT. That was great. That was an interesting strategy. A couple of distractions there over the saddle.
Yeah.
Pushing in behind it. I like that. It was good.
I thought it was clever. At first, I thought this was going to go really bad. That SRT is going to lose those 3 mechs, and then those 2 are going to charge out in the open and die, like in the movie The Last Samurai. But no, they actually made it to the island, got within range of their weapons on the backs of those long-range traders holding out in the water, and then just dove on them. Like, wow. I would have never guessed that this strat like that would work, but it did. It worked effectively. Right now, they're just out spreading out to get caps. They do have plenty of time to get the caps. Gray Fox's Annihilator 2A at 17% HP. His CT is cherry red. Both his legs are messed up, and his head has actually been tickled. Well done, Gray Fox. I will guarantee you tanked 800 to 900 damage this match. Team definitely needed that. Checking out this Rifleman 2C. How messed up did he get? Not too bad. He actually still has most of his armor. It looks like he ate a couple strikes, though, because his back is opened up and his structure is a little messed up. Wow. Vapor Eagle, if that Wolfhound just shot each of his legs once, that he could have picked out that Vapor Eagle. That's how close that was. Vapor Eagle is cored one leg, the other leg is cherry red armor.
Artillery strike online.
Now, would you have expected something like that from SRoT? I wouldn't have.
No, absolutely not. I think that was brilliantly played, and they've actually done really well out of this, considering they're fighting a team that was a division above them. I mean, they've come out of this. Yeah, well done. My count, which could be wrong, we'll find out later, is 30 points for SRoT and 36 points for UKS. So yeah, pretty damn
close. They almost won?
Yeah.
You guys hear that? SRoT almost beat UKS. Everybody, congratulate them in chat. They deserve it. They played hard and they played well. And they fought a division above them and almost won. 6 points. That's 1 drop. Or 6 kills. However you want to look at it. That was that close. That's winning the 1v1 and getting 1 extra kill per drop the whole match. That's how close this was. GG's both teams. Mad respect to everyone around. That was some excellent mech warrior. We'll see if we can't get Gray Fox interfering in here for a quick interview.
Wow, SRoT, well done. Proud
Dude,
of you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I am so excited that I got to cast this match because, like, that turned out to be a hell of a goddamn game. If anyone says that wasn't overall a very good quality comp, you're crazy.
That was as good as any other match I've seen. Really, really good. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. Can't believe they did that. Well done. I know I've shown a little bias, but that's because SRoT had a really bad season. Last place of Div C. They've only won 1 game this whole season, and they almost beat a Div B team. So I think it's well earned. Waiting for both of them to get back to me about interview. None of them have. Maybe there won't be any interviews. Okay. Gray Fox is shy. We'll see if he sends someone in instead. Unfearing just has not gotten back to me. So there might not be any interviews. We'll give it a couple more minutes just in case. But I mean, UKS on a couple of those maps, like just top quality coordination and teamwork. Like on Rubelite, how they all shifted their entire firing line almost 90 degrees. And then shifted it back when SRT changed which direction they were pushing.
Let's
That was pretty
go
good.
to the map strats and have a look at what they did that last drop. That was kind of interesting. I want to run over that quickly. So, SRoT, I think they had 2 mechs in Alpha pushed straight up onto the saddle for Overwatch, started trading, which was a great distraction. And the other 2 spawned in Beta and headed straight for Epsi.
Yeah. Or 3 beta, 2 alpha. But yeah. And then I'll draw UKS. They had a mech go here. Whoop, too far. And he took the water. Kind of went here. You had the Stalker take Overwatch here in Echo 3, and then came and joined the water. Night Gear also, he kind of went about right there. Then you had that was the 3 range mechs, right? Then they had the Vulcan and the Wolfhound, which did make it to Epsilon. I think they spawned in Charlie. Charlie or Alpha? You know, the blue line isn't exact how they went to it, but they kind of went to Epsilon and they got pushed off Epsilon out into the water to rejoin the rest of their mechs.
Yeah, about halfway through the match, I saw them floundering in the water. I don't think they were
Yeah.
sure where to focus on.
I don't think they were either, because that Annie, right? Because I mentioned he was eating all that fire as he was getting into position, right? He was already down to like 88%, and he hadn't even gotten a single shot off, and he wasn't even in a place to fire. Before he got his, so him going into Epsilon, anyways, right? Kind a little bit out in the open, but that did scare off those 2 mechs. They went out here to join these guys, and that's about the time that the trading firing line Let me make it. For SRT was about like right here, and for the blue side is about they got stuck in the water about right there. Um, and then that's when the flank. Oh my god, that flank!
That was great.
Oh,
It was
that
really well timed as well. I don't know if they were shouting at each other, but the
I
timing
don't know
was
either.
perfect on that. I'd like to
Yeah,
have been in their comms.
yeah. They delete the here. Let's make some cool icons. Okay, first they delete the night gear there. Then they delete the anti. They delete the anti here. That lets me click it while the traders were getting eaten alive. The two closer range mechs like move off. Um, or sorry, they didn't have Vulcan. They had that Vapor. Vapor Eagle would end up dying in C3. Then they killed the Stalker here, and then they yeet the Vapor Eagle here as they ran away, and then the last one, the Wolfhound, died over there. But yeah, as you can see here, as soon as those brawling mechs got into the backs, Night Gear instantly down. There goes 1/3 of the long range fire. Next, Annie instantly down. There goes. Now you're out 2/3 of your long range firepower, and then goes the Stalker. Stalker actually got pinched. The two brawlers dive on him, and he backpedals all the way to the cap, right? And then that Rifleman 2C and that Blood Ass right here see him because at first they're training at the Annie. They see him and then they just lay into his back. Um, I think they pop his side torso and he crisses himself. Either that or he was XL. No, yeah, because he died by suicide, so they must have crissed him. He dies there, but yeah, that was glorious. At that point, enemy was in full panic mode, and they were just bolting. Um, there wasn't much they could do except for try to kite the enemy and maybe pull out a couple more kills. That was beautiful. UKS, the firing line, I think would have probably worked. Like the idea they had going on, I think would have worked. The two mid-range mechs, if they knew those brawlers were coming, they should have pulled back. Like instead of fighting here, they should have dove on them up here, right? Before they can even start shooting at the long range mechs. I think that's what they needed. I think if that happened, this might have went another way. It could UKS could still pull this off if they saw those brawlers here and they had their light and medium intercept the enemy light and medium, because their assaults were winning the trades against SROT's assaults. That light and medium fight would have been the deciding factor. That fight never happened. GG's. Wait, I think we're getting unfair. Yes. All right, I'm dragging unfair again. Hey, GG's on the win. Hope you weren't waiting too long. We were going over the map strat real quick. Gotta ask, because SRT ended up dominating you guys on Crimson. Did you guys know those brawlers were coming in over the hill at you? Like, did you guys? Because I know you guys saw them when they were on the saddle. Like, walk us through like what happened there between when you guys saw them on saddle and all your assaults died.
So we saw them go in saddle. Like they poked on saddle before their bigs kind of showed up. So we knew that they wanted to send something that way. We were thinking they might send more, but until we saw the two assaults on the left as well as the rifleman, then we knew it was just those two coming. So we did have the movement planned. Stalker was going to stay there and then get some shots and come out the water. I guess we didn't really think that they would have 3 range guys all the way at the tip of Epsilon, and kind of like doing that combo that they had. They had the 3 range guys shooting all of us, and obviously the Stalker had to drop. So then we had Stalker shooting backwards, Annihilator shooting forward, Nitro kind of helping out with each. I think we knew it was coming. We didn't have the other stuff move correctly or fast enough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little entertaining watching the Stalker backpedal into a firing line as he's trying to avoid being shot in the back by the 2 brawler mechs that were diving on you guys. Your assaults were winning the trades against their assaults like quite handedly. Things absolutely turned around. It was when that light and medium got into your guys' rears. But you guys still, like, the amount of damage you guys still put out was incredible. Compared to usually how 5-0s go. So, I mean, you guys still played really well. Now, on Rubelite, I got to give you credit.
Yeah,
The
I
way
thought
you
your
guys
play
shifted
on
your whole firing line
that was
90
superb.
degrees. Yeah, that was superb. That was like some Div A level shit. Like straight up. Like hats off to you. I can't. There's no way I could corral potatoes to synchronize a entire firing line moving like that. To you guys, it might seem trivial, but it's hard when all your mechs start moving at the same time, you know? And that's what you guys did. You all started moving at the same time. It was perfectly synced. When you guys were in Echo 4, you moved out of Echo 4 and you thought they were pushing Echo 4. When you realized they were pushing down the middle instead, you got back in Echo 4 and you just annihilated them.
Yeah, Hypernal, you can Rubelite, you can, when you see him coming, you know, like, you have to shift. It's just sometimes where and what to shift is a little bit tricky. But in that 4 assault drop, you kind of have your stuff somewhat grouped together, so it's just a little bit of a shift over. Plus, you know that when you're up on the bridge where I was with the Dire and the Annihilator, it's like, if they do hard commit to going wide on that kind of push, like, that ridge is kind of shit, because they'll just come up around the corner and it's like 200 meters. So that one wasn't the hardest to know to move, but I guess made the movement look pretty cool.
It did. Definitely watched the replay. Now, I did have one last question. This one had to do with I guess we could get to drop 1 also because how close that was. That clinch. But drop 2 is, sorry, not drop 2. Drop 3, which was Hibernal. When they brawl rush you guys. Now I read chat. Chat said AC2 Rifleman got hit with Goss, backed up out of bounds, and then that's when he died. Is that what happened?
I don't know about the Goss thing. I didn't think they had Goss, but I mean, I told him to go up on the hill. He was like on the side of it, and when they were pushing me and the Annihilator, the Rifleman shifted onto like those like flat ridges up there, like right by the out of bounds, which seems like a good spot, but I guess maybe he moved forward a little bit too much or back into it. I think if the Rifleman was alive, we could have definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That was their saving grace. Their push, as damaged as their mechs were, yeah, they needed that boon to make that successful because the pathing they took for the brawl was a little on the strange side. I think we all can agree. I mean, it was still well played from both sides.
We have Oberon joining us now.
Oberon for
Oberon, welcome.
Thanks.
So
Thank
we're
you.
just
I'll let you ask questions.
we're just talking over Rubelite at the moment, getting on Fearing's perspective on it. What was yours? I mean, I saw you guys heading underneath there, and you were tripping over yourselves, you big, slow, brawly mechs. Can you just give us a run through what happened?
That was the one I missed.
That was the one you missed. So should we talk about another map?
Sure. I probably missed a lot, but
Let's talk
I'll wait
about
for a question I can answer.
let's talk about your take on Crimson Strait then. I mean, that was a brilliant strategy. It worked really, really well. I guess you put some planning into that.
Yeah, so that was Grey Fox's idea to stick 2 of us on the saddle and then try that split push once we engaged. And luckily, he was able to tank everything. And me and Severonis were heading around the right side, and then we spotted the Annihilator, and they were in the water. So I think, we had some cover, so that helped. And for once, I didn't jump out there and tried to play a little back seas, fourth seas with the Annihilator, and that worked out.
So I guess when your assault started engaging around Epsilon, they gave you the heads up to start pushing across.
Yeah, it didn't even happen right away. I was getting like a little nervous, but who was it? Cayman and Cypher, was it? Oh, I forget. Yep. There it is. So yeah, they were like, "Yep, let's go." And they were just as soon as they were on it, as soon as we were all on it, we started to feel more and more confident as the time was passing. As soon as we started to see bodies drop, we were getting pretty sure that we were just going to close it out, that it wasn't going to go back the other way. There was no coming back from that.
Yeah, once you guys put that pressure on and didn't let up, yeah, UKS fell apart. Now, before we let you both go, because this is starting to run a little bit long, I do have a quick question. Are you guys coming back for ToC Season 2? And do either of your teams have plans to run any teams in R3s, which comes up June 21st and 27th?
Didn't hear about the threes. Definitely coming back for the TOC.
Awesome. What about you guys in UKS?
No idea. We'll see. A bunch of people are kind of burned out again of the game. So
Yeah, comp burnout is always real. My guys are going to be definitely be enjoying their month off break before we start practicing for R3s. I personally don't have any more questions. Do you, Dubious?
No, I'm quite happy. Thanks to both teams. That was a great match to watch. Really well played.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Unfearing.
GG's
See you on the field.
SRoT, really well done. That was excellent. And UKS, amazing performance, like always, just kicking some serious ass. All right, we're going to let you two go, and thanks. Now, before we go, Dubious, I just do want to remind people that the Indo Comp Discord will have links to the current comp seasons for this year, which is Renegade 3s and TOC. TOC as we are currently in, and this is the last week. Then Renegade 3 is next, and TOC Season 2 is in August. So if you want to stay up on the comp news, get some comp advice from some people, definitely get that Discord. Highly recommend anyone to get it. Most of the guys are quite friendly. And yeah, if you're interested in joining a team, we have channels for player recruitment, channels for team recruitment. Even if you just want to get your feet in comp and don't want to take it too serious, the lower divs are perfect for beer leagues. You know, if you and your friends just want to grab a bunch of meme builds and get on public Twitch, basically get on TV in a way. It's good, and I highly encourage everyone. Teach it. Comp is great for people of all skill levels to get much better at the game. Other than that, I have nothing else to say.
No, I completely agree. If you want to get into comp, then now's a great time to do it. It shouldn't be intimidating. It's a lot of fun. Come and join us. All right, that's it. We're done. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Come and watch the matches tomorrow. There should be some really good ones.
Yeah, brought to you by your casters Dubious and Level, the potato.